welcome back to another video. Today's video is another ranking video on the top 10 worst singles of the year. Yeah, in 2022 there were a lot of shitters that came out this year. I mean, I could have done top 20. That's how bad this year was. But you know, it's like every year, you get the same kind of bad songs each year by the same kind of artists. It's nothing really new. But this year was definitely hard to rank. I mean, I'd probably say this was harder to do than the best singles of the year because of just that much bad music that came out this year. But I just wanted to short it down to a top 10 because I think 20 or anything more than 10 is too much pain for anyone to bear. So without further ado, let's start this list at number 10 with the song Eddie's Song by Sapphire. This song came out in probably the weirdest period of time this year when the new Stranger Things seasons came out, and a lot of people seem to be obsessing over the character Eddie. I personally never watched the show, but just judging from the TikToks people made unironically, it's safe to say that I wish this was never a thing. But this song is in the top 10 because it really represents that whole weird period of time. And the best way to show how this represents that weird period of time is through the lyrics of this song. And just to read a few, there's Eddie, baby, I just saw Steve. He's crying his eyes out with Dustin, they're playing D&D. But please know that we screamed your name so loud, cause baby, this town let you down. Now you're drowning in the upside down. Now, when I first heard this song floating around TikTok, I thought, this isn't supposed to be taken seriously. It's a publicity stunt, you know. I understand why she may have done this, just kind of make a bit like a meme song so that you can direct your career into a different direction, if you know what I mean. Like kind of what you know, Doja Cat did with the start of her career when she released that Mood track, and she went on to be an incredibly successful artist, right? So I thought, you know what, I applaud Sapphire for this because she got the attention she wanted to, you know, change the course of her career, right, and show people that she can create good music. I don't know if she has because I don't listen to her discography, but after listening to the whole song, I was shocked because the production was surprisingly solid. There's like a lot of effort put into the song, which is not good. It's kind of scary. And I say this song is scary because, you know, like I said, after I listened to this song, I was realizing, no, this is not satire. At least I'm pretty sure it isn't because, look, like I said, the production is good, I would say. I mean, there's clearly effort being put into this. The vocals are below average, the piano ballad is corny, but I'm like, someone didn't just scrap this up together. This was a fully written song by someone that is perfectly capable of writing something better. At the end of the day, I think the one thing we need to take from this song is that we need to stop obsessing over fictional characters. It's weird, and Sapphire should be embarrassed by making this song because I can't believe this isn't satire. At least I'm pretty sure it isn't. Moving on to number 9, I have Green Grass by George Ezra. Many of you may recognize this song as the theme tune for this guy called Paul Breach on TikTok. I'm not going to go over that man, but it represents how weird and strange he is. But even though this song is mainly connected to that man, even if it wasn't, it would still suck ass because, I mean, there are awful vocals, a terrible hook, and look, the singing, the flow, everything to do with George Ezra's, just like I said, vocals in general are just terrible. Oh, there's also this really laughable attempt at a beat drop. It like during the chorus, like the build up to chorus, it's very weird. It doesn't go well. But look, this song is already bad, but the fact that it's mainly connected to Paul Breach makes this song even worse. This song also gives off really weird vibes because, to be honest, it makes me upset when I listen to it despite its upbeat nature, because I can't fathom how George Ezra was in the studio and thought, yeah, this shit is a banger, because he's perfectly capable of making good hit songs. You know, songs like Budapest and Barcelona, which, in my opinion, are pretty good tracks. But, you know, it's just, ever since that first album of his, he has made single after single after single with incredibly annoying songs like, you know, Casio and Shotgun, and now this. You know, it just, that's the reason why it makes me upset, because, you know, when he first came out, I thought, shit, he might be one of my favourite mainstream artists in the future, but no, he's definitely turned into one of the most annoying. And at number 8 is I Feel Funny by Justin Bieber. Oh, wow, you guys, we get to see Justin's silly side on this song. I mean, oh, he's such a goofball. He's so goofy for making such a weird and strange song that he doesn't usually make. You got us all laughing, Justin. Yeah, I mean, if you couldn't tell, it's pretty obvious I was being sarcastic. I mean, this thing is far from being funny, let alone really anything. And the reason I say that is because, well, it's derivative of anything. I don't feel anything from listening to this song. I mean, I probably feel less hatred if this song was called I Feel Nothing, because while it still sounds bad, at least I could see what Justin was trying to do and that he executed it pretty well. If this is Justin Bieber's version of comedy, I do not want to see him telling jokes anytime soon, because, I mean, but the only thing that's stopping this song from being higher on the list is the length, because thank God this song is barely over a minute long. Number 7 is also a song that doesn't have any emotion in it, and that is Mona Lisa by Lil Pump and Soulja Boy. I feel like if you were to make a documentary about Lil Pump's career, this is really the nail in the coffin. And I mean, even the Trump stuff he did, I mean, at least that gained him some kind of attention. This is really the lowest point. How is making a song lower than going to a Trump rally? I don't know, look, this song is so unbelievably corny and kind of depressing, because, you know, seeing how huge Pump once was and seeing him just make this song is just, it is sad. Everything about Pump's part in this song is just so awful. I mean, the flow is really awkward at some points, and it sounds very dull and lazy and lacking of any of the character Lil Pump had at the beginning of his career. I mean, at least Soulja Boy had some energy throughout the song, but no, not enough energy. Even if Soulja Boy had his best performance, it would not make this song even remotely tolerable to listen to. To put this song into perspective of Lil Pump's career is like when you're watching a nature program of some sort and watching like a kind of half-eaten carcass of a gazelle, and it's trying to limp away from the lion that's already eaten like both of its back legs, and you want it to escape, but seeing how disgusting it looks, is best if it just stops and just accepts its fate. And at number 6 is the song Wake Up by Jordan Peterson, yes, the Jordan Peterson, and Scutch Tully. The biggest crime of this song, I have to say, is how it's such a big rip-off of Pink Floyd. I mean, no amount of originality is in this song. I mean, ranging from the instrumental trying to be all hypnotic and psychedelic but failing miserably, and as well as Jordan Peterson's vocals. I mean, there's not really anything, it's just really bad vocals. I mean, I didn't even know he made music. I mean, I wish I didn't. Jordan Peterson should have really just stick to, trying to be intelligent in arguments and make himself think that he's proving a point, when in actuality he's just spewing out incredibly bigoted garbage most of the time. At least, just stay really far away from music. That is the best advice I could give. But I think you know, I take back my statement in how the originality of this song is the biggest criminal, because I think the worst part of this song is how long it feels. I mean, oh my god, it's like 3.5 minutes long, but my god, does it feel like 20 minutes. It just drags on and on. Beginning the top 5 worst singles of the year has to go to the track Twinkle Twinkle by Leah Kate. Why in the year 2022 did artists try to base their songs around nursery rhymes? I mean, I don't understand it. I don't even think the artists understand why they're doing it either. I mean, money, obviously. But yeah, this song stinks. This song really gained attention through TikTok, especially since the main thing promoting the song was the chorus, which I will read. Just imagine it in like the nursery rhyme nature. Twinkle, twinkle, little bitch, just another narcissist. Hate your guts, you make me sick. I'm so fucking over it. Yeah, you heard me right. Those are the real lyrics of this song. It ruined a perfectly good nursery rhyme and turned it into an incredibly corny and repulsive pop punk song. Aside from the awful lyrics, I mean, the song itself sounds pretty bad. I mean, the instrumental is an incredibly generic pop punk instrumental, you know, and the singing is very average. What makes this song even worse is the fact that Leah Kate, the singer of this song, is like 30 years old. 30-year-old woman making a song like this. It's as if, you know, she's writing from the perspective of a 15-year-old who listened to Lil Peep for the first time after ending their secondary school relationship. It's just so like as a grown adult, you're not embarrassed to be writing lyrics like that. You know, I'm not even gonna stop with just the chorus and how bad the lyrics. I mean, you should be ashamed to call yourself an adult when you write such lines as emo boy, sad songs, said they're all about me, think you're gonna be a star, not likely boy, you should be crying, I'm a fucking diamond. Retire from music immediately, Leah. At number 4 of this list is the song The Emperor by Yungblud. Yungblud with this track probably comes out with the worst rock song I've heard all year, because, well, it's nothing really, like, I'm not really expecting him to make like a good song. You know, he never really fails to disappoint me with his incredibly corny lyrics, awful singing, and just, you know, painfully generic subject matter. And, you know, speaking of his vocals, he seems to be doing a really irritating impression of Alex Turner from Arctic Monkeys. I mean, it's a very poor attempt at an impression, to say the least. The chorus as well is also incredibly laughable. I mean, he seems to be going for something to, you know, really get you going, like pump you up at the gym, when, I mean, in actuality, it just makes me want to drop a fucking dumbbell onto my skull. At number 3, I have Mama Wanna Mambo by Meghan Trainor, Natti Natasha, and Arturo Sandoval. I apologize if I'm pronouncing any of those names wrong. What is this? What is this? Meghan Trainor attempts to do a kind of Latin pop song. I'm really lost for words at that sentence I just said. Meghan Trainor trying to do a Latin song is, I mean, it's an idea that never should have been thought of. The instrumental on this song feels very insulting, because it just sounds like she just was like, let's just make the most generic Latin pop song of all time. I mean, has it got horns in it? Yeah, let's just fucking do that. You know, it's just very insulting as well, because, you know, she always makes music that like makes you want to dance and stuff, like, you know, like All About That Bass and all those other hit songs. You know, she wants to make you move your body and shit, but, you know, fails to do so on this song. I mean, she always really has. But I mean, the thing is, at least with those other songs, there was some kind of like, you know, like a decent hook, kind of catchy, but this has none of those qualities whatsoever. Now, at the number 2 spot, I have put Losers by Aria. This song is the representation of the consequences MGK has had and his cancerous effects on the music industry with his attempt at trying to revive pop punk. I have never been more insulted when listening to a song. Everything about this just pisses me off, and you know, it's only below the number 1 spot for a very specific reason, which I will get into. But if that first song wasn't released this year, this would 100% be the first. Because, and the reason I find it very insulting and irritating is because, you know, Aria on this song takes something like music, which, you know, changes lives, moves emotions, pushes barriers, and just decided to take a huge fucking shit on it. Look, I'm sure the guy behind this is a perfectly nice guy, but I need to tell you, you are a disgrace to music with writing. I mean, I never in my 16 years of living have I seen more corny lyrics in this, and I am an MGK hater, and if you are writing songs more corny than MGK, you are doing something so wrong. Let me just read it. Tattoos, brown hair, ripped jeans, mummy issues, broke bitch, no friends, homeless, without the M, I'm a freak, I'm mental. This bar embodies the really bad quote, like the real eyes realize real lies. Oh my god, it's just, how are you not embarrassed? Those aren't even the worst lyrics, because, you know, that one bar I mentioned, you know, previously, the homeless without the M, holeless. You know, he thinks that's such a good idea that just needs to be used again. My ex, she's a bitch. I need someone to I can't say that. Life sucks. SOCKS. I'm in Spain without the S. Please, for the love of God, never, ever, ever make music again. And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the number 1 worst single of the year. I have no pleasure in saying this. It is the song New World Order by Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun. This song is basically how I feel about the previous song, but 100 times worse, because it's basically a song that was made for right-wing, middle-aged, white American guys to just jerk off to, because, I mean, these guys, you know, try to make songs where they're, you know, not afraid to tell it how it is, and, you know, not afraid to go against the woke brigade, that kind of bullshit. I always knew these guys were like right-wing nut jobs, but they really took it to another level with the lyrics. I mean, look, while I did kind of over-exaggerate with the last song, Losers, you know, the lyrics are awful. I'm not, you know, taking back that statement I made. The lyrics are awful, but at least they're harmless, you know, they're just something to go like, ugh, kind of, you know, to. But this song is like really concerning when you read the lyrics, because it's not just like yay Trump, boo Biden. It's a lot worse, and I don't really want to go any further in this, because there's no point in wasting any more energy. I've already used the rest of my energy with the other tracks, but there's no point in wasting any more energy on the cum stains of rap that are Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun. And that is the end of the list. The pain doesn't stop here though. There is a top 10 worst albums of the year list coming out soon. Just a bit of a heads up, I went on holiday for like 2 days to Ireland, so script writing has been halted and shit like that, so maybe the best albums of the year might come out like 1st or 2nd of January. I'm not completely sure, but you know, the very latest, like 2nd of January. But I'm hoping to get those videos out before the year ends. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't listen to these songs, and if you listen to the first 9 songs, I'm sure we can get along. But if you really like the first song, I don't know what to say, bro. Seek therapy. And yeah, that's what I have to say. See ya.